All right, that was Chemical Murder by There Is No Us. I'm Jay Stone. You're listening to a live broadcast from Tarpon Springs, Florida at rockmetaltalk.com. And right now I have Andy on the phone. He's the guitar player, main songwriter. So welcome back to the show. You've been on once before, so how's it been going?
Going really good. Thanks for having me. I'm like an alumni now.
Yeah. There's a few of you guys that I like. You know, I like to get you on the show. I dig the music and all that. So it's great to have you on.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And it's an honor actually to have you on. So you just put out the new EP. Since the last time you were on the show, it was in the very early stages of the band. That was back in July. Since then, a ton of followers on Facebook now. The EP's out, merchandise is out. So tell us about the CD.
Yeah, so wow, that was July. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't even think we were even done recording it by then. So we released it maybe a few weeks ago. We kind of just did like a digital release first, like through iTunes and Amazon and stuff like that. And then since we had a couple shows coming up, we figured we'd, actually print some out. So we just printed a few out so that we could bring them to the shows, but I ended up putting them online just in case anyone wanted to grab a couple. So I sold a few of those, which is cool because I always like to have the physical copy. But everything's been going good. We're gearing up for the show in a couple days in Hollywood at the Roxy.
Cool.
Opening for a friend of ours band, Mark Tremonti, who has his own metal band.
Cool. So how has the physical copies been selling? I know it's only been, a week or two since you released it, but has it been selling pretty strong so far? It seems like everybody that posts on the website and all that really loves the band. So
yeah, no, it's been going good. We'll probably have to make another order here pretty soon. I just want to make sure we have some to bring to the shows. Really, was my main point in doing that.
Right. So someone leaves with something from the show, or can leave with something from the show.
Yeah.
Are you going to add, if you do a reprint, are you going to add anything to it, or are you just going to reorder it the way it is?
We'll probably just reorder it the way it is for now. I mean, eventually, once we get some more songs written, we'll put out like a full-length album. But for now, I think we'll just kind of push this a little bit. I mean, people's attention span isn't that great, so 6 songs really is. I mean, I'd be surprised if anyone sat down and just sat there and listened to all 6 songs at once.
I mean, I recommend they do, but I mean, I definitely did. I love the CD, so it's definitely
that's awesome.
cool.
Well, thanks.
It's current and it sounds great. Have you written any more songs since then that are in the works now, or?
Oh yeah, we got some songs that I think there's a couple we just need to record some vocals on, and then I have a couple that I kind of just need to finish up musically. But yeah, I mean, like in the meantime of putting the record out and getting all the merch and stuff, playing a couple shows, yeah, I've been writing still.
Cool. So are these songs that you're recording now, are these songs that you're playing live?
No, I like to get the songs just fully finished before we do them live, just so that we have like a basic idea of how it's going to go. A lot of times once we record the vocals, I'll go in and kind of change stuff around, like arrangements and stuff. So before we can play them live, we gotta make sure all the programming and stuff like that is all in the right order, and the song arrangement is exactly how it's going to be. So I like to have them like completely finished before we do that.
Are you playing all 6 songs live, or do you have a little bit of a different set? How long is the set?
Well, I think if we do all 6, it's about 35 minutes. So it all depends on how long we get. If we're kind of right at that point of like, if they give us a half hour, we can't really do all 6 because it just goes right, right past it. But so usually we have like a 5-song set. But it just depends. If they give us 45 minutes, we'll play all 6 of them. Yeah. Plus we gotta like tear down and set up and stuff like that, and that usually takes a little while.
So, who are you playing with at the Roxy this week?
So it's Mark Tremonti, who was the guitar player for Creed. He has a couple different bands. He has he had Creed, and then he has a band called Alter Bridge, and then he just has his band where he sings, and it's like a metal. It's not like a metal; it's a metal band. And then, so what happened is they are on tour with a band called Wilson, who's opening up that tour, and they didn't have a show in LA with that tour. I think they were maybe playing like Anaheim or something. So Mark decided to just book their own show in LA, and their guitar player Eric was in a band of mine a few years ago called Daughters of Mara. It was like a metal band, and so I emailed him and I was like, "Hey, I see you guys are playing in LA. Could we possibly jump on that show?" And he actually texted me back and said, as soon as they booked that show, he was like, "I immediately thought of you guys because they needed another band." So that was cool. So hopefully we can maybe get on a couple other shows with them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's going to be a pretty big show. He's a pretty popular guy, so that's where I was heading. I wanted to know what other bands were going to be there. And then I was going to ask you how you got involved, but you already answered that. So, do you plan on shopping the EP to any labels, or?
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely going to do that. We kind of need to get some more probably shows under our belt, kind of push the band a little bit more on social media. I mean, we're doing pretty good on social media actually, but a label likes to know that you're busy and doing things without their help before they help you. So we'll do this show, and then in November we're going to actually shoot like a real video. We have we just did like a lyric video right when we put out song, and which was cool because I didn't have to do anything. So and like a lot of the kids and stuff like those lyric videos. Plus he screams the whole time, so it's like with the lyric video at least you can tell what he's saying.
That's a good point.
So in November we're going to go to Arizona and shoot an actual real music video.
I was going to ask you that. Do you know which song you're going to do yet, or?
I think we're going to do Invite.
You broke up on me just a bit there.
It's the second song, I think, on the record.
Okay, cool. Is there any live videos out there? I tried to look for some out there, but I don't see much. Is it that, venues now aren't letting people use the cameras, or?
No, they can't. We have some live footage stuff that it's just tough because you want to make sure that everything you put out is great, and with the live stuff, it just depends on who's filming it, and we've only played a couple shows.